got no gates. Yeah, them NFTs cost spaghetti. Yeah, my diamond head 24 karat. Buy when it's low, then you sell it off. In the marketplace, we on digital. Brand new NFT, this ain't physical. Need at least 100, that's the minimum. Flip, yeah, I'm out of bigger the brick, yeah. We on the blockchain, look at my wallet is lit, yeah. Money legit, yeah. I just made triple my rent, yeah. Gotta flip, yeah, you rich, yeah. I got 100 NFTs on my phone. Pineapple the juice, double cup, styrofoam. Really, I don't see no man, I get bread when I'm on. Don't care what they say, cause they pockets dead wrong. I just made a flip, yeah, flip, yeah. I just made a flip, yeah. Rich, yeah, rich, yeah. Now we crypto rich, yeah. Sick, yeah. Haters stay so sick, yeah. Flip, yeah. Make that money flip, yeah.
What's up, everybody? Happy Thursday, happy drop day. We got a big day today, lots of drops happening, lots of stuff going down today. We got the VeVe drop getting ready to go down, of course. We got DC Palm, the beginning of their big drop experience that starts today. And then, of course, we got the dot swoosh boxes that we're going to be able to open finally today. So I'm pumped on all of those. It's going to be a fun day for sure. I might have Cal Wilson on as my guest today. I talked to him this morning, and he said he was good to go. So hopefully he shows up. I told him to just jump in whenever he gets on. And shout out to all the homies in the chat. Let's go. What's up, BE from the VeVe Drop channel? We got Gangster in the house. We got Graz here. What's up, Graz? What's up, Gritty One? What's up, Rex Belly? I seen Jamie Hunsaker picked up a Bat Cow finally. Let's go. Member of the Bat Cow family. I'm pumped on the drop today, but I wish there was early access. No early access, so I'm going to be showing you guys the technique that I used during early access to get low token IDs. And if we all use it, we'll have a good chance, even if you get a common, to get a low token ID on the DC Palm drop today. What's up, Alejandro in the house? We got Astro BB here. Marco's ready to go. He thought this was the first appearance of Howard the Duck. That's the wrong Howard, bro. What's up, Bruin88? What's up, Rewind 2001? Let's go. He's talking about those stamp airdrops. Let me know in the chat if anybody got the stamp airdrops yet. Have they been sent out yet? I didn't collect that set, but I really like that airdrop, the White House stamp. Bruin88 says he's really tired of minting high mint commons. Well, this might be another high mint comment, I'll be honest with you. What's up, Ryan? What's up, SmartBot? Let's go. We got Prima Nocta in the house, Tito 420. Good luck, everybody planning on going for this one. We'll look at price predictions before we start the drop. We got Glenn Love here. What's up, Glenn Love? What's up, Gritty One? What's up, Ronnie Lido, the biggest bros in the house? Where's my biggest bro gift?
Today,
no NFTs for you.
You get no NFTs.
The house Basil is here. What's up, Alex DYD? What's up, Zayden? What's up, Shakester? Let's go. Big A says, I will not buy today's comic. I will not buy today's comic. I don't know, man. Price predictions are not looking too bad. I mean, actually, they are looking less than I thought they would. We'll look at the Go Collect price on this, but this is a 1970 comic. It's got a first appearance. It's an Iron Man, kind of old school. I kind of like it. What's up, SmartBuy? What's up, Darius? Rex Belly in the house. We're going to talk about the technique or strategy to use on this DC Palm drop coming up, too, because I'm thinking maybe we should buy those uncommons since they're going to give us access to the Superman #1 drop. What's up, Yoda Soldier? What's up, Al U? Let's go. Thanks for hanging out with me for this drop, guys. I'm going to be live for the DC Palm drop, too. And then today at 3 o'clock, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, my plan is to have a live stream where I'm using maybe the stream elements and I can invite people on, and we'll do a bunch of box openings on the dot swoosh and see what everybody got. Me, personally, I'm opening all my boxes. I'm not a holder. I'm an opener. When it comes to baseball card packs in the physical world, anything, I've always talked about it. I always open it. I got to know what's inside. I got no self-control. All right, let's look at these price predictions. We got G Metals at 215 on today's common, 225 on the uncommon, 6 1/4 on the rare, 15.5 on the ultra rare, 54.75 on the secret rare. Those were the Miles Morales prices. Tuesday's drop, 24 hours after the drop. We got Illuminaqua at 211, 250, 7, 14, and 52. So price predictions are not looking very strong today. Mohammed's got 3, 250, 9, 16, and 70. Ryan's got 3, 280, 8, 14, and 82. Sim's got 2, less than 2, 6, 13, and 70. Firenan's got 2.5, 2.8, 7, 15, and 65. And then Shaz has got 2.80, 2.40, 8, 17. And everybody's favorite number 69. And then BE's got 279, 285, 650, 1350, and 60 gem. Price predictions are not looking good, but this is a somewhat vintage comic at 1970s, the year it came out. It's an Iron Man. It's got a first appearance. Let's check out the Go Collect on it. Iron Man number 28. Uh-oh, are we lagging? My kid downloaded Valorant again, so this might be a laggy stream. Every time he downloads that big giant PC game, I start lagging. All right, which one is the cover here? Let me see what this, let me match up the covers. Here we go. The original looks like that. Okay. So it's the dude with the laser coming out of his head. That's the wrong place. This is the one we're looking for. Laser out of your head. 55 sold. Let's build these tables up. $638 for a 9.8, $480 for a 9.6. So that is pretty low for a 1970 comic. I don't know. What do y'all think? Are we going for this one? JB says, has DC confirmed if we get access to the drops by buying in the marketplace instead of directly on the drop? No, I think you can buy those in the marketplace because they have a snapshot. He's talking about the DC Palm drops coming up. Let's go to purchase, and you'll see these are the 5 comics. I think it's like came out in like 2022 or something, but they still did a vintage version, which I like because I like the vintage versions. I'll probably buy that one for my collection. So what's going to happen here is this is the drop that's going down today on DC Palm, and then a week from now there's going to be another drop, and you will have to hold this particular common in order to go for that next drop. Now the snapshot for holding that common for the next drop will be like either 24 or 48 hours before that drop. So because of that, I do believe you're able to buy these in the marketplace and still be eligible. The uncommon is the one you need for the drop after that. A week after that, Superman #1. The remake of Superman #1, you'll need the uncommon. So I'm thinking these uncommons will do well. But keep in mind that this is almost like an unlimited drop. There's up to 1 million editions that are available. So how many are people going to mint? Are these going to be super high editions? Should we buy them in the marketplace? Or are there not too many good people going to mint these? I think I'm going to buy 1 or 2. I do have a lot of credits right now on DC Palm. I do like the rare too. The rare looks nice with this black background. You got your epic and you got your legendary. As my collectibles was talking about on his video, getting something like the legendary, you got to consider here how many of those are there going to be out there? Maybe 500 or 600. And then you have that to unlock this 5th drop. I guess it's actually the 6th drop, 5 weeks from now. And that's going to be broken down into 5 rarities also. And only 5% of those are going to be legendary. So how scarce is that legendary going to be? Extremely scarce. So it's kind of an interesting little drop. I don't know what to call it. Technique. Drop system that they have set up for these next 5 drops, next 6 drops. Big A says he's buying 5. Ryan's buying 5. Y'all are going to make me buy 5, aren't you? I don't know if I want to buy 5. That's a lot. I know that's the max. What's up, Scar? Says I'm going to probably gamble on 1. I'm definitely buying at least 1, maybe even 2, maybe even 3. Maybe I'll buy 3. I think 3 is right. Crazy Dave says the drop is up to 1 million mint. That's true, but isn't it like only 48 hours to mint? It's not like they're going to actually mint 1 million of them, right? Shout out to Superstar Money in the chat. What's up, Superstar Money? They were playing some Gartic with me last night in the Cryptoys Discord server, and they gave away prizes to the winners. People got Cryptoys boxes. I was trying to be up in there in the top 3, but I'm too slow. All right, let's see what these are looking like on edition size. It's 7,500 total, so we didn't get a full 10,000 edition drop, which I like that. I'm surprised price predictions aren't higher, I'll be honest. Secret Rare 188, Ultra Rare 375, Rare 750 editions. Let's get the poll going and see if you guys are going for this one. I don't know what happened to Cal. Cal Wilson, I talked to him last night. I talked to him this morning. Oh, maybe something came up. When you're a dad, trust me, I know I'm a dad. When you're a dad, stuff comes up for sure. All right, so I have a really good system with my kid during the summer. He knows that I stream in the mornings. So what he does is he stays up to like 4 or 5 a.m. and then sleeps till like noon or 1 p.m. And then I'm off the computer and he can get up and take the computer over. But not today, because at 3 o'clock, folks, we're going live for the Nike Swoosh reveal. All right, how many boxes are you going for today? Boxes are you going for on today's VeVe drop? Let me specify the VeVe drop since we got so many drops today. I did want to get Cal on here to give me some alpha on the Bitcoin ordinals. I was getting into them at first, but then I was kind of focused on the ordinals wallet website, which I like a lot. However, they got hacked and then all this crap happened, and they haven't been really doing anything over there anymore. So now you got to buy them on Magic Eden. And then you look at Magic Eden, it just looks like a bunch of ETH NFTs because there's so many different projects, and most of them are just, I wouldn't say fake, but they're just money grabs. What's up, Pixel Pudding in the house? Let's go. Kobe Clay says, 1 VeVe drop. It's a waste of a comic. Bro, it is 20, limit of 20. Usually when they do a limit of 20, it makes you wonder, is this worth going for? We'll see what you guys are thinking about going on this one. I don't even know if I'm going to buy one. If you guys aren't buying one, And all these price predictions are super low. This don't look like it's worth going for. Surprisingly, I'm surprised. I'm not a comic guy, so I always go with your guys' advice when it comes to the comics. Tomorrow's drop, though, we got another drop on VeVe, and it's something I never heard of. Maybe you guys can tell me about it. Elemental, Disney Pixar. That's all I needed to know right there. Disney Pixar. Let's see if it has a airdrop attached to it or anything. Wow, these look pretty detailed. Very cool art, but I don't know what Elemental is. Is this a new movie? Element City, the backdrop of Ember and Wait. Oh, apparently it's a new movie. $14.50 on the edition size, 30 gems retail. Oh, she's made out of fire. What's that all about? $950 on Fired Up. She was kind of cool. I like Fired Up. What's up, How to Brain? Thank you, Martin G. It's a new movie, apparently. A brand new movie about to come out. Oh, it hasn't even released yet. That's interesting. So you don't even know if it's going to be good yet. This one looks really cool. It's like a whole city of fire people. And this one smoke guy. What happened to him? And it's called Firetown. 650 editions. Oh, so they're still going. Super scarce. 550 editions on the secret rare. And that secret rare looks nice, too. Let me catch up with the chat. Grass says it's a new movie, but I'm not sure if it got released yet. It doesn't look that interesting from the trailer. Yeah, but you're an old man. We're old people. The kids probably think it looks interesting. Play the vid if Cow doesn't come on. It's quick. Okay, I will be. Any news about the survey drop? 20 NFTs? Survey drop. What are we talking about, Astro BB? If you're talking about DC Palm, there are technically 30 comics coming out, and they said 29 of them have new covers. I don't know what the one is that doesn't have a new cover, but they did say 29 of the 30 are all new covers. JB says, I don't think I'm going to gamble on VeVe today. I've been silently scooping some older comics, that are about to be sold out. I kind of was looking at that too, and I picked up a couple myself. House of X in particular I was looking at. VeVe Pusky says, the concept art for Cars, the secret rare went wild yesterday, is more scarce than the Elemental ones coming out. Can only get this stuff on VeVe. In real life, digital frames going to change the game. I mean, it is Disney Pixar, and it is going to be super scarce. I just don't love the whole 2D art that seems to do well on the app. What's up, Kryptoni? I swept the floor on the Idlers. Big Bang Punk, you were giving them away, and now the floor is $250. I need to tell my VIPs, y'all. Yeah, I gave those all to my VIPs, and now they're worth $250. Does Vault know Cal joined? Oh, I don't know that Cal joined. What's up, Cal? Sorry, I didn't see you there. What's up?
Hey, what's going on, man? I'm just riding shotgun with my wife here. So we just got done dropping the kids off from school. And what's going on? What's good?
What's up, man? We're getting ready to go for this drop. Awesome that you were able to join me. I can't believe your kids have school. We're in summertime right now. They're at summer school?
Yeah, they're at summer school.
Very cool, very cool. So, yeah, we got a lot of stuff happening today. As you probably know, we got the VeVe drop that's about to go down, but then we got this DC Palm stuff happening. I saw you tweeted about it a little bit. What do you think about the whole DC Palm drop system that's going down?
I looked into it. I need to read over it again to understand the dynamics, but it sounds like you need to go for the drop, secure the bag, and you keep it moving. So I think that's just the simple strategy for me is just simply participating in the drop. But I picked up I think it was Flash #1. I picked up one of those covers. But I'm excited to see new dynamics in general, on these drop platforms and how they're switching things up. And it's cool to see DC too. I saw their Superman, one of their recent Superman covers was animated, so I thought that was really cool too.
Yeah, that animated cover looks really cool. I was surprised it didn't do better. I got one on the drop, and then I sold it for a pretty good price at $89, and it's dropped all the way down to 40 or 50. Once I see it around the low and they're stopped minting those, because you can mint them for a month, I might actually pick up a couple to hold on to. But yeah, the DC Palm drop system starts today, and then the next 5 drops are going to correspond with the rarities that you get on today's drop. And then, of course, after that, at 3 o'clock today, another project, you're pretty much in all the same projects as me, is Dot Swoosh. Are you excited about being able to open your Dot Swoosh boxes? And are you going to open them today, or are you going to hold on to them?
Yeah, I'll probably open them. I'm super excited about that one. They teased a little bit of utility around those. I don't know if that's going to be in real life events or what that's going to include, but I don't know. It's good to see brands like Nike really get into the space and shake things up a little bit. And obviously their partnership with EA, that's a big one. I'm super excited to see what they'll do. Is that going to be in games? What's that look like? Is it going to be shoe wear? So there's so much questions I have and a lot to look forward to on those.
Yeah, I'm super pumped about Dot Swoosh, especially their partnership with the EA Sports. If they're able to like buy and sell these shoes in game, on like on console on your Xbox, maybe even bring them on and put them into your Fortnite character. Your Fortnite character could wear them or something, or your character on NBA 2K. Like that changes the game. It's a whole new concept that gamers aren't used to yet, but we're gonna slowly work them into it. And that's the way to build up mass adoption for NFTs. Don't even call them NFTs. Call them digital shoes or something, right?
Yeah, no, for real. Yeah. And I see PlayStation making moves too. They obviously, like last year, filed that patent for, the transfer between NFTs between consoles, but they're also referring to a lot of their like items now as like digital collectibles. So I feel like they're progressing towards, a bigger thing, a much bigger push in NFTs. And Sony, they already have like their integrations with Web3, with their TVs and their devices, and they make those like cool, crazy hologram boxes as well. So it's just crazy to see it all kind of culminate slowly, but come together. The years that we've been covering like VeVe, but I don't know, seeing it like in like penetrate into gaming is really cool to see and like get to witness this finally. All of this stuff again once we've been covering all this and watching it take hold. So it's really cool, exciting times for sure.
Yeah, it's moving slow, but it's moving. That's the good thing. That's all we need. We need to keep moving. We got some questions in the chat for you. I know Ryan wants to know if you're driving. Don't worry, guys. He's not driving. He's riding shotgun. Don't worry, he's not going to crash. He keeps looking away like, dude, watch the road. No, he's cool. He's cool. He's in the passenger seat. And then my homie Bo Jilek has the same question that the main reason I wanted to get you on here for my own selfish reason. I want you to give me some alpha on Bitcoin ordinals. You know that I'm into them recently. Bo in particular wants to know about the Bitcoin machines and Bitcoin mutant viruses, which I've looked at a little bit. They're a little bit out of my price range. What's going on in the Bitcoin ordinals community right now? What are you excited about over there?
Yeah, it just seems that it's like that. There's lore, obviously, that they're building and they're still rolling it out. They have like four or five different Twitter accounts, but anyways, like I was really big in Neo Tokyo and did a lot of these like riddle solving things to get into Neo Tokyo, which is like Alex Becker and Elio Trades is like big NFT project. So it gives me like those vibes, but it also gives me like Yuga like vibes because they already have their own game. It's already integrated, and it's just a mini game. It's like nothing too big, but it's still really cool because like they just launched like a few months ago, and I feel like in terms of where they're my wife's trying to make it in the stream with a sneeze. Let me go out here in nature. We out in nature.
Feeling wonderful.
But I feel like with everything they're building and so quickly, the lore that they have, like it's really deep. I'm like, whoever is behind, like they're all kind of like undoxed or whatever, but at the same time building so much behind the scenes, and they're doing giveaways. They have so many different collections already, and they continue to drop. Like whoever's behind this, like is very clever, very smart, and then it seems like they have experience in building stories already. Like I'm like, surely I feel like they've written like books or comics. Like these guys, I feel like have experience. So that's why I'm kind of excited about it. I'm curious to see what like tangible stuff they'll release. Like I want to see more games or more types of it. But it seems like that's what they're building towards is like a gaming ecosystem. And again, they already have the game and the lore they're building, the characters. They have the warriors now. If you watch their Twitter feed, you definitely need to be paying attention because it has a lot of like alpha in there.
What's the main Twitter for that project?
It's BTC Ordinals.
Okay.
Is their handle, but yeah, it's there's a lot of good stuff. That the mutant viruses have the same privileges as the BTC machines. Ooh. So that's another thing is like the price points don't really match up. BTC machines, the OG collection is like over 1 Bitcoin, and these mutant viruses are just like 0.0 something, 0.06 or something. So it's like they have the same exact benefits, but the price points aren't really matching. So that's why I bought in on those pretty early and minted one of those for that reason alone.
Yeah, I saw those Bitcoin virus, or what they call mutant viruses, on the market. I think it was on the Ordinals wallet market, and I didn't jump into them for some reason. I wish I would have, though. Shout out to all the homies in the chat. I see you, Free X Joker, Dr. Strange, Free is here. We got Scar in the house, Local Scalper, Mo Knows, Billy Bishop wants to know if I still got my VeVe logo. I've still got my red VeVe logo. I still have my orange VeVe logo, too. I'm hoping that there's a little bit of utility added to them. I tweeted about the David Yu interview that he did on Captain VeVe's channel, where he mentioned there's going to be another gold logo. I didn't rewatch it before the stream, which I should have, to get the exact details. There's a little bit of controversy on Twitter about what the exact details of what David Yu was talking about. Cal, do you own any of the logos, and do you think that they're going to add utility to them? Pump my bags. No, I'm just kidding.
There is, we're referring not to the gold and silver, but to these new logos.
Right.
It seems like there'll be some dynamics there. I don't know. It seems like they might like do a Thanos glove style, where you might have to burn a few of those or something like that. And it leads up to something else. I don't know, maybe a new gold and silver logo. Who knows? I could see them adding utility to that. It's their only IP, are these logos. So in terms of utility, they could do whatever they want. So I don't see, to me, it's not really speculation that they could add to these logos. I think it's perfectly normal to speculate on those. Because again, it's their IP, and I think they're going to push the narrative with their own IP finally, which is good to see. So yeah, I kind of agree with that.
Yeah, I think so too. That's why I've been holding on to mine, even though the price came down a little bit. Shout out to everybody in the chat. I saw a couple of things that I wanted to get to. I know you guys want to know if this is a good comic to go for or not. We looked at the price predictions earlier. They're not looking strong, surprisingly. You can see 44% of the chat say they're skipping this one. 38% of the chat are buying one. We always got at least 10% of the chat that are degens are going to buy 3 or more. And New Plan wants to know, Cal, how do you feel about simply just mentioning Omi? They really distanced themselves from Omi for a long time when it comes to VeVe. Do you think they're trying to distance themselves from Omi? Do you think that they could possibly just never add Omi utility to the app and forget about it altogether because they are worried that it's a security?
Yeah, I think there's a lot of things that why they don't really mention Omi, but they've kind of mentioned it only now. I'm over here on my computer now, so maybe you can pull me in over there.
Well, whenever you leave on your phone, it'll pop you right into the perfect spot.
All right, sweet.
Hopefully. That's the plan anyway. Wagwan. Why everybody saying Wagwan? There he is. What's up, Cal? There we go. We got the right Cal back.
All right, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. You're good to go.
All right, dope. So on Omi token, there's just a lot I think they have behind the scenes. They had to merge it. They probably knew that well ahead of time in terms of exchanges. I don't know why. They're going to be on FTX at one point, so I don't know why they're holding back exchanges, so to speak. Now moving forward, I think now they're probably looking at things like Gary Gensler, what he's doing, the SEC, and they're watching that closely now as well. So there's probably more reason now why they're more careful more than ever at this point. And I don't to me too. I think they're going to have to be careful with the MCP program, with Omi being directly integrated into that, because that is almost like a common enterprise where you're towing the line. You're in this gray area, maybe not quite as security, but it some could argue. So I don't know. The MCP for me is not. I'm not as. I don't want to say I'm not bullish, but I don't know if I do like a merge just for the security reasons. Together, I did like the original, it was split MCP OUP. You definitively knew if you wanted to just be collecting on VeVe versus investing into the Omi token. So I kind of am I don't know if I'm just a old geezer now, an OG boomer in the community, but that's kind of the structure I liked, was the previous model.
Yeah, I like the previous model too. That's the main reason I bought into it, especially with all the burning that was going to be happening. But now they've kind of switched all that up. Free X Joker has a great question here. We're getting ready to get started on this drop in 45 seconds. I'm skipping the drop, but I'll be in the market sniping. I'll show you guys the serial numbers to look for. But Free X Joker's question is, who is Cal Wilson? Cal Wilson is the first ever VeVe YouTuber, and the person who created the red O that a lot of people put in their names. Cal, how did you end up discovering VeVe in the first place?
Yeah, let me unmute there. So yeah, VeVe. So I was getting back into YouTube in general, and I was just browsing through YouTube on my old like channel or whatever, and just trying to find ideas what I could do content around. And I saw like, I want to say it was Blockchain Andy. I'm not sure if it was his video. I know like he gets a lot of hate now, and for obvious reasons, but um, yeah, I saw his video and I did like I saw him mention Batman in there, and that's when I was like I had an aha moment. Like that's what I knew I was going to do content around. I've always been bullish on Web3 technology, crypto, and I knew this was going to pop up and like pop off and blow up, and just to see big brands getting into the space was very exciting for me, and I knew I could just do a bunch of content around that and have fun. For me, it was about having fun, and it wasn't necessarily about just pumping out content. It was just like, how can I make this interesting and how can I make it fun for myself and not suffer like burnout, and then just do content I enjoy to do. So that's kind of how I got started.
Yeah, it seems like doing content about NFTs is a lot more fun and interesting than crypto because they have brands, especially when it comes to VeVe, but it's something you can look at. It's not just tokens, so it's to me it's more interesting, more fun to collect. That's why I decided when I was looking into crypto to get into NFTs as soon as I found out about them instead of the tokens, the crypto tokens. All right, guys, it's about time to start sniping. I didn't go for this drop though. I was getting ready to start populating on the market. Here are your serial numbers to look for today. 1970 is the year this one was published. 1963 is the first appearance of Iron Man. 1968 is the first Iron Man comic, so that one's going to matter too because it's on the NFT. And then 176 is your lowest serial number. So let's get in here. Let's do some sniping. Kyle, do you ever do any sniping on the market? Are you pretty successful with like picking up low serial numbers for flips? Oh, I think you're muted.
Sorry about that.
No problem.
Yeah, so I don't know. I haven't been going for too many drops or doing too much stuff. I did go back and pick up some like OG like low mints from some of the like notable comic covers, but that's primarily what I've been doing is just trying to go for new drops like the notable ones. If I'm not successful there, I don't necessarily go into the secondary and spend more money. Right now it's more about like accumulating or just getting drops that are like notable. So that's just kind of my simple strategy, I guess, if you will. I've been putting a lot of money in ordinals. I think is the main reason, the main driver is why, or I'm speculating on like, for instance, like the BTC machines and what they'll do. It's a risky play, ordinals, but I do see a lot of potential. I made like off of a $50 free mint. I minted like four times for like only $50. All I did is pay gas, and it like ended up being worth 4 grand. So I've been focusing a lot over there at the moment. So that's just kind of why.
Was that Oxbit drop?
Yeah. It was OXBT.
Yeah, how did you know about that? Because I saw Chris Coffey put the video or put his tweet out about it, which led to somebody showing you how to buy it, but I didn't see any reason to buy it. Like, what was your reasoning behind going after that one in particular?
Yeah, because I watched BitGod blow up from like 2K followers to over 100,000 in just
Ooh.
2 weeks. And so I did mention it in a video on my channel as well, but just about 5 days prior to the mint. But I was just watching that one for a couple weeks, and I knew that the ordinals, it was the right time. The hype was like at a maximum, and this big guy, it was like all he was like going into like every single space. Like this guy was everywhere and just blowing up. So I knew like just out of being a free mint that the risk was just low. Like it's not like you're dumping money. You're not dumping your life savings. You're not putting really any money into it. And so that's where I knew the excitement was gonna like come to a head, and it was gonna do really well. So that's kind of how I figured it out, was just being in the ordinal community from literally like day one and just monitoring what was going on over there.
Smart, very smart way to get into that at the perfect time. Shout out to Evolve Collects in the chat. We got Vigorous Pigeon here. Daniel Marquez is here. What's up, Marquez? We were just talking about you earlier. Morgman wants to know what exactly are ordinals. I think my definition of them would be they're like NFTs on the Bitcoin blockchain. Basically, one Bitcoin can be broken down into, I think, 1,000,000 Satoshis, and those are little smaller pieces of Bitcoin, and then you can mint information onto the Bitcoin. So is that a good explanation or anything you can add to that, Cal? Because I know you're into it a little deeper than me.
Yeah. I mean, no, that's pretty much like Bitcoin on NFTs on Bitcoin, except they're permanent and they use Bitcoin Satoshis as a file storage system, so nobody can really tamper with your Bitcoin NFT, so to speak, except for maybe like if miners got together and wanted to like block, but there's like other ways you can get around that. But essentially, like it makes it more, it's like deeper than even Ethereum NFTs in terms of its permanence and all that good stuff. So
Yeah, and I've gotten into BRC20s. That's what a lot of people are talking about on Twitter. Those are Bitcoin ordinals, but there's also SRC20s. There's also ORC20s. There's DRC20s. Cal, have you gotten into any of these as well? I think I've picked up a stamp already just to kind of test out the process, and that's gone up in value quite a bit since I picked it up. And I've also minted some Ordi on ORC20. I haven't got one on DRC20 yet, which is actually on the Doge blockchain. What can you tell us about those different protocols, I think is what they're called?
yeah, they're so SRC and ORC, so it's like a little bit different. I would say SRC, which are the stamps. I think that one will do well between ordinals and stamps. I think both of those will do well. The other protocols, I think they're right now will be interesting long term, but I find more interest in ordinals and SRC the most myself. Now I do have a stamp. I have like a Pepe, a Satoshi Pepe stamp or whatever, or something like that. I got for free actually from one of the founders of one of the art projects on stamps. But outside of that, I haven't gone in and like purchased any, but I should. It's fairly. I mean, you do need directions how to do it. It's a little bit more complex than ordinals. But it's still fun, and we'll probably see marketplaces support easier ways to buy these stamps. But it's like even more permanent than ordinals. It's like way harder to even like quote unquote cancel the stamp. Like it's like way more permanent than ordinals, or way more difficult for miners and people running Bitcoin networks to block those altogether. So it's
Yeah,
pretty neat.
the stamps are actually minted on Bitcoin transactions, so they're permanent, which is a little bit different than how BRC20s are minted. If anybody's interested in learning more about those, I did do a video called the Bitcoin Ordinal Iceberg, and that will tell you how to buy BRC20, SRC20, ORC20, and DRC20, which is like BRC20 but on the Doge blockchain. So if you guys are interested in that, check out the video. Rich Buddy says, I'm holding all my NFTs, but I will never buy another one ever. You sick if you buy NFTs. The NFT hype is all gone, completely gone. I'm gonna send that one right over to you, Cal.
Yeah, I think we're like again seeing Nike partner up with EA. We're seeing things in the macro that would suggest otherwise. Why are these companies filing patents? Like, why is Sony filing patents? Why are these companies still in Web3, still making moves? Again, when we're seeing like Apple drop a Vision Pro, we're seeing this technology progress right in the macro as well. Not only like in Web3, but also like you know immersive environments. So what I think is going to happen in the future is you'll have people that are like in these immersive environments or metaverses or gaming metaverses. The natural progression for humans is the ownership aspect. People are going to start demanding ownership of their items and things like that. And we're already seeing it now with Web3. Even games like it feels like you own it, but you don't quite own it. CS:GO is a good example there of like digital items doing really well. So Web3 is the only technology that allows you to like actually own something that's digital. So that's never going away. It's just there. It's the only tech that can do that. So it's never going to die because people are going to utilize that technology to do various different use cases, whether that's sell a ticket at an NFL game, which we've seen there, NBA. We'll see lots of more use cases, and I think we're we'll see more of it in the future, especially gaming. That's one of the most bullish things I'm excited about is seeing NFTs in gaming, because I think that's going to drive a lot of mainstream adoption is from Web3 games.
Yeah, and I think once games start being interoperable with each other, which eventually they're going to, because the smaller games are going to start doing it first, and they're going to become popular. So the big gaming companies are going to start doing it too, and that's how the NFT interoperability comes into play, and you'll be able to maybe move skins in between games one way or another, which can make them blow up and be worth a ton.
Yeah.
Go ahead, sorry.
Oh, I was just gonna say, in avatars is another like exciting thing, like avatars, but avatars in game, and we're already seeing that with Fortnite. You see people like gamers get super excited about cosmetics and skins. Well, eventually, it's just gonna be like, do you actually own it though? Like, and then that's where, I think we'll see a lot of adoption. We're already seeing it with Ready Player Me. BMW's integrated Ready Player Me. These like, all these different metaverses have already implemented Ready Player Me. But guess what? You can actually own those cosmetics on your avatar now, on Ready Player Me avatars. Nvidia's featured Ready Player Me avatars. So again, we're already seeing like this tech merge together. It's all intertwined and connected, in my opinion. So.
Yeah, and I think if you're able to ever farm items that you can sell for actual money, then every game becomes play to earn, and then you got people that are doing it for a living, and it just becomes mass adopted a lot faster. Shout out to Vigorous Pigeon says, got here late. Am I going for the DC comic today? Yes, I am going for it. I know the max mint available is 1 million. They're gonna mint up to 1 million, but I think they only giving you 48 hours to mint. I don't think a ton of them are gonna get minted, but I know that these are the keys to get into the next 5 drops. So whether you're going for it or not, you might want to be on the market looking to pick these up. Kyle, do you have a particular strategy for the DC Palm comic drops? I know you were talking about it earlier and you said you haven't looked completely into it. So exactly what's going on is that the next drop that's going to happen in about an hour is going to have 5 different rarities. And then the next drop a week from now, you'll have to have the common from today's drop to get into that one. And then a week later, they're going to have another drop. You'll have to have the uncommon from today's drop to have access to that one. That's the Superman #1. So a lot of people are wondering if this one is worth going for, even though it has the high additions, or if people should be buying them in the market. I'm thinking possibly if the uncommons are under $10 in the market to stack those up, because people are going to want to buy them to get into the Superman #1 drop. What do you think?
Yeah, yeah, I think that's a good strategy. It's sound, it's easy. That's what everybody's going to be doing. I think people are going to mint for sure on this one. So I don't know what the additions are going to look like, so that's tough to say. But I think the goal here is to go into the secondary and see what's the action happening there. And I think that's going to be like a tall tale what you need to do next. If people are buying up the comments super quickly, you might want to get in there super fast. If the price starts to go up, maybe people will start minting more instead of trying to pick snipe in the secondary. So you might have to like play the field a little bit on that. And next week's drop probably be the same. It's probably like you're gonna have to be glued to your computer a little bit, or your app, and make sure or your phone, and make sure you're participating in the secondary, or at least watching a stream like yours, or to see what's happening in the secondary. So.
Yeah, there's no early access for any of these next 6 drops either, so we'll all be going for it at the same time. You'll have to own the comics from today to get access to the ones that are coming up. Most says the uncommon is going to be more like around 50 gems, so I think I might buy 2 or 3 on the drop and hopefully get an uncommon and maybe even a legendary if I'm lucky. Jamie Hunsaker just got his airdrop. Let's go. I see a couple people got their White House stamp airdrop. I'm going to be looking at the market before we end the stream to see what those prices are looking like. Dane K says, uncommon is Superman #1. Wouldn't that be the one to pick up in the marketplace? If you pick up more than one uncommon, do you get multiple uncommon Superman #1s? I think if you have multiple uncommons that you only get one, you only get access one time to that drop. But my move would be to sell those off right before the snapshot, because that's when the prices will be highest. Kobe Collect says, if Pokemon does an event tomorrow that says Pokemon collectors who have 300 Charizards get the newest set for free, they can't verify who truly owns. Just a small use case for NFT technology. Oh, that's an interesting concept. Yeah. And I know, Kyle, you've done a little bit with Pokemon cards. Are you still bullish on Pokemon coming to VeVe, or do you think Niantic's going to go somewhere else?
Yeah, it's tough to say there. I think what they're gonna do something similar to what DC did. I know that's like not the popular thing, what people want me to say probably, but I think that they'll probably most likely, if they're gonna do a game, they're gonna do their own thing. It's gonna be in-house. They're gonna go direct on like Immutable X, and then they'll do, maybe the statues on VeVe and things like that. So kind of what like Ubisoft did. It's like too big of a brand to like just drop on one app. Like Ubisoft did their own game and had cosmetics and skins. And then of course now they did the Rabbids, and they spread that out with the sandbox with VeVe and things like that. So I think that's what Pokemon, in terms of their strategy, what they'll do. That doesn't make it less exciting though, because I think we'll still see, like, if they do get in the NFT space, they might want to drop their IP first on VeVe, but long term we could see them do their own like card game. I know that might upset like TCG player online players, but they have migrated to like the live and they're trying to like bring things in house, like just watching them what they do in the macro. And I don't know, it's interesting. It's like why would they kind of get rid of these outsourced developers, bring everything in house? It just seems like they're preparing for something, especially after hiring like a Web3 like consultant or whatever, or lawyer, whatever that was. I can't remember exactly, but it's like why would they be wanting to like be? Why are they interested in this space? You know, at the end of the day, I feel like every brand is going to be in Web3 at some point.
Yeah, every big brand for sure. Hopefully they drop some collectibles on VeVe, but I do think if they do like a game, an AR game, or even a card game, that'll probably be on a different platform. But hopefully we get the collectibles first, so we got, you know, first Pokemon on the blockchain, because that's always important. Sean Grass says, next month, the New York Pokemon Go has a huge event. It's called Go Fest. They do it every year. I used to play Pokemon Go. It was fun. I didn't know people still play. Did you get into Pokemon Go too when it came out?
Oh man, yeah, it was like so hyped. I actually moved out to California for a little bit, and was out there with my family, and we I played it a ton, man. It was like people everywhere, like at these like events, like there'd be literally people like a huge crowd, just everybody's just flipping trying to get Pokemon, where they are trying to catch like a certain one or whatever. So it was like it was a blast, but also people were like walking out in streets without looking both ways. So it was kind of scary, but it was a fun time though.
It was like a whole new gaming experience, and I'm surprised other games haven't been able to tap into that yet. And I'm surprised that, I mean, I thought that was going to be the new thing. Like, all the games are going to be like this from now on. And then once Pokemon Go kind of died out, nobody else really tapped into this. They tried to, but nobody's got the same excitement that they did. I'm not sure why. Shout out to my collectibles in the chat. What's up, my collectibles? Congratulations on another comment for you today. I know that's all you get, bro. Rich Buddy says, I own the original Tops NFTs, a lot of them, and even if I wanted to sell them, there's no exchange in the US that will accept the coin that they use. NFTs are very liquid. Oh, you got them on Wax. I got some too, bro. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of those. They did one drop on Wax. It was Tops MLB cards, and then they never dropped again, and that drop was like super buggy too. But I think Tops is now dropping cards on Candy, so that might have something to do with it. What's up, Kay says, can you run through showing how to check our rarity again before reveal on DC? Yeah, I'm going to end the stream here in a minute, and then we'll start up the DC palm drop, and I'll go through all that stuff, and I'll show you guys the technique that I use to get the lowest token ID possible on the DC palm drop. So we should all get low token IDs. You plan on going for this one, Cal, that starts in 45 minutes?
Yeah, I'll go for it. Definitely want to be a part of like the history part too. Like I love Flash. He's actually one of my favorite characters. Like he's up there with like Batman. You know, I actually after watching his show, like yeah, I don't know. I love Flash. I love DC characters in general.
Have you seen the new movie? I'm trying to get my kid to go see the movie with me, but he doesn't want to see it.
Yeah, man, I want to go see it.
Yeah.
Like I'm down.
I hear it's good.
I rest in peace, Ezra Bridger, whatever the actor's name was, though.
Yeah, I hear he's getting into a lot of trouble right
now. Man. He's in trouble. Yeah.
He's a crazy man. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and end this live stream because I don't want to do a whole lot of sniping on this, and I need to get set up for the DC palm drop. Big shout out to Cal Wilson. I got his YouTube channel linked in the description, also his Twitter account as well. Before we end the stream, Cal, let people know who don't watch you already what your YouTube channel focuses on.
Yeah. So we focus on digital collectibles, or I focus on digital collectibles and NFTs and kind of emerging tech as well. So you'll see me occasionally do like the ordinal stuff, like just stuff that's generally like NFT, Web3, or even Web3 gaming. So that's kind of like I branched off and now I kind of cover like those specific topics. And yeah, that's like if you like latest breaking, you know, Web3 type stuff, then that's what I do.
Yeah, and he's also the co-host of the Paul Barron Network, which I know some of you guys are not fans of, but I'm personally a big fan of the Paul Barron Network, so you guys should check that YouTube channel out if you haven't already. It's probably the most popular YouTube channel for NFT and crypto news, at least one of the most popular ones. All right, shout out to Cal Wilson. Appreciate you, bro. Thank you for coming on the channel today. Thank you for everybody in the chat for going for the drop with me, and I will be live for DC Palm here in about 10 minutes. Later, guys.
Peace.